Hello and welcome to another episode of Good Brews, Bad Views, the podcast where we find out if craft beer makes bad movies any better. I am your host, Max Nestorowicz, and as always, joined by my co-hosts, Ryan Everart.
What up?
And James Thorpe.
Huh?
And for this week's episode, we are watching the 1989 Jean-Claude Van Damme film called Cyborg, which has very little to do with actual cyborgs.
About nothing, in fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, about nothing. For maybe like one scene.
Seinfeld Van Damme? Is that what this is? A movie about nothing?
The guy at the very beginning kind of looks like a post-apocalyptic Jerry Seinfeld. They have the same hair.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep. All right.
Let's see what we can do with that. We got 90 minutes to figure that one out, guys.
Yep. Okay.
Luckily,
all right.
we only have a sweet 90 minutes.
Right,
Yep,
right.
a sweet 90 minutes to watch this train wreck and drink this tasty beer. We are drinking Expedition Stout from Bell's Brewery. Another one of their little gifts to us from earlier this year. Thanks, Bells.
Thank you, Bells.
So, if you're watching along or drinking along, hit play on your movie.
On your movie
No.
You have
player
it
as
keyed up
well.
to the
Oh, I'm
Canon
sorry.
logo.
Yes, yeah. We have our movie queued up to the Canon film logo has finished moving in together.
On Amazon, we're about 4 seconds in, but as Max said, the Canon logo has just settled. Press play now.
Look at that shine.
Yeah.
Some good 80s shine.
80, I was going to say 80s sheen.
Oh, look at this 80 CGI logo.
80s sheen is a different thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. The sheens, several sheens. This Fender's voice is like simultaneously like kind of good, but also very bad most of the time. I don't know.
The plague.
Golden Globus. Sounds like a Dr. Seuss creature. Why is everything shaky?
This film has a couple. Right, here we go. I really like the paintings in this
That's a
film.
good, yeah.
They have good background paintings in this.
Yeah.
This
I
and
feel like
Atlanta.
this is a lot of like the $2 million in stage design that this movie has because it was meant to be used for a unmade Masters of the Universe sequel and a unmade
really?
Spider-Man movie from
Way back
the late
when.
80s, but I guess but it never actually got made. So
Oh, wow.
so they had all these set designs and props and stuff that they're like, we need to recoup our losses.
Right.
So that is there we go. There's background dong.
Background dong.
That's
Yep.
the first dong in GBBV history.
you got
That
the
is, however, the second and not the last person to be crucified in this film.
Oh no, they're just crucified. They're just Christian imagery everywhere.
Yeah, we get to White Jesus later.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I like just the painfully 80s synth.
Yeah, I was just gonna comment on that. It's to me, this movie soundtrack is like crappy, just super bad zombie movie soundtrack. Actually, is what it feels like.
Yep.
Slow mo.
Walking.
Feathered hair.
Yep.
Is she a Ghostbuster? Is that Dana?
Somebody spent a lot of time putting up like blankets.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how you protect yourself from the plague.
So
those are plague blankets.
The reason I think Max brings up why this movie spent so much on sets is that compared to the script, the sets in this movie are masterful.
Yeah.
They are gorgeous sets. I mean, this street sequence here has a ton going on.
Mm-hmm.
There are broken cars. There are the aforementioned crucified people.
Right.
Lots and lots of storefronts that are all different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all been post-apocalyptified.
Yep.
Post-apocalyptic.
So
I feel like that's the title of an as yet to be released album that we will see soon. Jesus.
In case you're wondering who the villains were.
yes.
Yeah, these are bad guys. I'm sure it's going to be fine.
This guy on the ground here actually has the same scarf that Ego has from
Oh, really?
Guardians of the
From
Galaxy
Guardians?
2.
Huh.
Same fabric.
That's a him, boss.
Yeah. Well, he gave that up really, really
Yeah,
good.
it didn't take much. His logic.
I'd have
Ain't
better
jiving.
delivery.
Yeah.
You,
So they're cutting back and forth here, and this is supposed to be a reveal, I guess, when he takes these off.
I was not expecting the color of eyes that he has.
Before he takes the glasses off, I have two names for this guy. A couple of names, actually.
Okay.
Right now? Well, okay.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
He looks like a Dothraki high elf.
He's actually he's from New Zealand, so he's a Maori. Maori, yeah. So with that being said, I want him to do a haka at least once in this movie.
Maori.
Sadly,
No, he does not.
happened.
The the music changes when he takes his glasses off and reveals the eyes. So
Yeah.
I kept waiting for that to be like a Chekhov's gun situation, like there's something weird with the cure and him as to why his eyes are goofy.
Yeah, because he's special.
But
Yeah.
we don't get there because I don't think there is a there.
No.
Yeah,
Because
so
this movie does never actually get anywhere.
yeah.
It does get to
It
Charleston.
does. It does. Yeah.
and
No,
then Atlanta.
nor is it hardly ever about a cyborg.
No.
Like ever.
Yeah. Vincent Klein. That is the actor's name who's
Okay.
playing Fender.
They move from picture to picture.
Yep. So Jackson Rock Pinkney is a name that I only am mentioning because he is a stunt double who, at one point in the movie, has a knife fight with Jean-Claude Van Damme. He lost his eye in the stunt, like the stunt knife, like hit him in the eye
For this movie?
for this movie.
Oh,
In this
no.
movie, lost his eye.
That's an
So
unfortunate
is that
movie
why
to
he got
lose.
the credits name then?
Maybe because he's not in the movie until like the very very end. But later he would go to sue Jean-Claude Van Damme, wins the lawsuit, and Jean-Claude Van Damme ends up paying like $485,000
Wow.
to this actor.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's
That's
pretty
the going
nuts.
rate of an eye, huh?
apparently so. 1980s money.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's a
pretty
lot.
hefty. Mm-hmm.
Again, here with this is not a simple set.
No. There's a lot going on.
High kicks.
And now you know you're in a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Yeah, 'cause
Yep.
everything gets kicks. All right. So I was telling these guys before we started recording today, I am convinced that Jean-Claude Van Damme's character influenced the look for Dante in the recent Devil May Cry reboot DMC. A lot of similarities visually there. Check it out. I'm convinced. Fully, completely.
No, I can't.
Cyborgs don't have balance.
Yeah. Yeah, they certainly didn't build a very good cyborg.
No, she's kind of trash.
She's also mean.
Yeah.
I do like that
Yeah.
knife kill there.
Solid Snake.
Yep.
Snake. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
And this is hey, there we go. The
I like the chords that line up with the knife stabs.
Yeah. So on the way here, Max was telling me that Jean-Claude Van Damme actually took two months after this movie was screened
Mm-hmm.
to edit it.
Yes. They did an initial showing of this movie. Out of 100 people, only one person liked it.
Oh, no.
So they gave it to Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jean-Claude Van Damme convinced the producers of the movie to let him edit the film, as he had just actually edited Bloodsport a year prior to this, and that was well received. So they're like, okay, Jean-Claude Van Damme, you go doing your edit thing.
Yeah, go edit stuff.
Yes, he was like, I make the action scenes more better,
Yeah.
and he did. This movie has like some nice choreographed fight scenes.
Right, and that's why I brought it up, because we had just been complimenting the fight scenes.
Yeah,
So
that's about all good thing I can say about
Yes.
this movie. That and this is a nice little
Yeah,
alleyway.
some of the sets are cool. I actually do kind of like some of the costumes too, interspersed throughout the movie, but not all of them.
this is weird.
Yeah.
That's like a love letter to RoboCop.
Yep. It seems like they could have gotten that information there a lot easier,
Nah.
and maybe not told the whole world they were doing it.
Suspend your disbelief, James. Get
Yeah.
lost in the whimsy of Cyborg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a rough special
Yeah.
effects
Oh,
right there.
no, it's Killy Vanilli.
Well done.
You're welcome.
That's some good ADR.
Yeah.
Shades. Nope. Wrong thing. Do you think he's dubbed, or do you think that's his actual voice?
I think it's his actual voice.
Isn't she a cyborg? Like, she's a robot now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a high-tech Robert.
Yeah.
It looks like she's mentally challenged, kind of, by the look of that blank look on her face.
Yeah. When they take the hair off, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yes. I also do that when I wake up in the morning.
Take
Just
that,
punch through
Debris.
some rubble.
That's how angry I am when I wake up at night. I want to go back to bed. 'bed. 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 'bed.
Jean-Claude Van Damme was editing this movie, do you think he edits, with, a chair on either side of him doing the splits the whole time?
Yeah, just in the splits.
The laptop right in the center?
Yep.
He has to
Oh,
He slowly goes down into the splits. And
Right.
gets the editing.
Or is the laptop below, the keyboard below him, and he like finger types with his wiener? Like, just bouncing off the
Do you have
keys?
a prehensile dick?
yeah.
Why not? Do you not?
No.
So again, this is a better village than the one in
Just pull a
Teenage
head.
Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that guy! You just saw someone get disemboweled,
It
and then
looked like
someone
the-
else was getting their head cut off in the background.
Right.
Yeah.
But I guess like this movie almost got an X rating, and this is one of the scenes they kind of had to like tone down the
Oh,
gore.
yeah.
I
It's
think
pretty
he's
gnarly.
walking around right there with the head on his stairs.
He is, yeah.
My arm. And I thought that was going to be
Yeah.
useful later on in the movie.
I can't. Yeah, they can't swim.
He can't
Yeah.
swim.
Hey, He-Man's part of the gang. Okay, bye. Mullet Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is brutal. Where
Yeah.
he jams the stick down this guy's throat.
Yeah.
Not yeah. Like
Oh.
there. This movie does have like some like just
Grotesque
brutal
stuff,
scenes.
Yeah.
That cake topper gets more screen time than the titular cyborg, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's on
a-
pikes.
More heads. This movie looks like a Fallout movie.
Mm.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is exactly what you would think the Raiders from Fallout would do.
Yeah. This movie's got better set design than Fallout 4 did.
Mm. I've played none of them. I can make no comments. Begin your jeering now.
Yeah.
It was disappointing.
This scene brought to you by Blue.
I will like to point out that the intercoastal waterway is not that big. That is not the intercoastal.
Why do you think they're
waterway.
taking Intercoastal Waterway?
Because they say they take the intercoastal waterway.
That's how much I was paying attention to this.
I need
movie.
more evidence, James.
Yeah.
I like that sign does say seafood. So there's
Yeah.
still a burgeoning industry in the
Yep.
post-apocalypse.
Burgeoning, yeah. Burgeoning fish markets of New York. I don't understand why he doesn't just kill her.
I also what did he throw there? A
A
battery?
knife. It was a knife, but he threw it like the blunt side.
This is a really heavy bottle opener. Man, if we could get our hands on the bottle opener that he used to almost kill a woman in this movie, that'd be a good relic for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Would be a relic.
A relic, yeah. Were you opening up a reliquary?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the most holy of bottle openers.
Right.
Yep.
Look, there's
Thrown
another
by
person who's
Jean-Claude Van
crucified.
Damme.
It's a little person.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to eat you. I'm going to cook you over this fire, lady.
Yep.
Yeah.
This movie does have a lot of high stakes, intense sharpening
Oh,
action.
yeah. There's like coordinated knife sharpening later on.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting some sort of musical number to come out of nowhere.
So watching this movie now for the third time,
Oof.
yeah, me and James watched this one Saturday afternoon about a year ago. Just looking a lot at like the sets, like there's and even in that early downtown scene, there's a lot of like religious posters and such. So I think it must be the implication of like the apocalypse is happening. So there's this huge like religious resurgence, I guess.
Yeah, I could take that.
Yeah.
There's more crucifixes.
Yep, they are. You literally can't go 3 seconds of this movie without seeing at least one.
Sorry,
Every
guys.
character wears a cross.
Yeah, this is bothering me, but I believe the plural is crucifixes.
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
There's
Yeah, he is life, you
religious
know.
sign back there.
Yep.
Don't listen to Satan. One, that's a tiny, tiny, tiny grave.
Yeah.
So, how old is he supposed to be in these flashbacks?
I don't know.
Because
He's
there's
still got a decade on that chick in any case.
there's presumably 10 years in between these flashback sequences
Right.
and now, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't give him a lot of time to be as like ridiculously in shape as he is in this movie.
Mm-hmm. I don't trust you or your wig.
Kayla happened to stroll by when I was watching this, and she said that this chick looks like Luffy from One Piece, the anime.
She also kind of looks like the character from Howl's Moving Castle.
Sophie?
Sophie.
With the
Tad.
hat, yeah.
With the
Tad.
hat. Needs more
before
hair.
she gets old.
A bit.
Yeah. What a terrifying way to wake up, too.
Just a man just sharpening a knife.
Yeah. I'm going to eat these children.
You're gonna be goddamn delicious.
Yeah.
You got to train him first.
Yeah. I take good care of my food.
Yeah. You can tell he's younger because he has hair.
Yeah.
That's
Like he's
also
in a
the trick
grunge
that-
band.
This is also the trick that Arrow uses.
All right. Hair equals youth.
Yes. That is a teapot on the back, if you were wondering.
Dude, you need tea.
Yeah, you got to boil that water
Yeah.
How do you get by without tea?
with coffee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently his name is Gibson, according
Yeah.
to...
Yeah.
It gets said like once. Yeah, this is awful.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a terrible scene that they put
Yeah.
in there. Oh, there's a crucifix.
Mm-hmm.
There is a bit of the flashback that they show multiple times. that
Right.
I wonder why. That scene makes sense to me because they keep piecing that scene together.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it keeps coming
It
together
builds.
more and more. But there's a scene later where he is laying post sexy time with
Post tumble with unnamed
with unnamed Sophie /
Luffy.
Luffy.
Yeah.
And then it pans up, and Fender and all his goons
They're
are
just
kinda,
hanging out, watching in the windowsill?
Watching the windowsill.
Mm-hmm.
They show that like 2 or 3 times
Yeah.
for whatever reason, and it's really weird.
They really want you to know how much of creeps they be.
Apparently.
We be creeps and we be creeping.
Hey, what's up?
Yep.
Oh, I caught you.
Gonna shake me with that stick thing? Yeah. My joke fell flat. I did not have a good joke for what that thing is.
She's just has a piece of like melted rusty
Hey.
steel.
Yep.
That would fella man.
Yeah, fella man. Looking for a robot. Cyborg.
Shut up before I slay you and send you back to Moondus. Moondus in the name of my father, Sparta.
Presumably they're going to Atlanta because the CDC's down there.
Yes.
That's my guess.
That's the only logical explanation for why Atlanta.
What's the only logical explanation for why anyone would ever want to go to Atlanta?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go hang out with Killer Mike.
If anyone happens to be listening from Atlanta,
Yeah, sorry.
sorry.
You do
John
have
Lewis is cool.
I've
John
only
was
stopped
cool.
over on a flight. I've never actually.
Yeah, your airport sucks.
Mm.
This is the worst airport in the United States.
It was all right.
I had to do a layover there once, but that was like 20 years ago, so I can't really remember anything about it.
No. My uncle used to live down in Atlanta. And he was a cool guy. And he actually sold his flat to a famous rapper. So
Was it Andre 3000?
I'll tell you after.
Questions
so
are
I don't know if there's
clean.
any like
Oh, okay.
disclosure agreements or anything on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, bye. Something about this chick's face bothers me.
Well,
quite
you can't
sure.
see it half the time
Yeah, well.
because her mane is in the way of the whole.
Mane.
Mhm.
Man in the wind. The wind. I want to walk down this path. This looks like a pleasant path.
Besides the burning trash in the background.
Mm-hmm.
He has a name, James.
So, how does his gun work?
It is a converted paintball gun.
Well, I don't want
In the context of the
in
film.
the film.
Yes. But it looks like some kind of revolver that is powered by an air tank because
Yeah,
you see him switched at one point.
Right.
It's a revolving like spear gun that works on land.
So he wants to trek across the country to destroy a guitar. Is that the plot of this
Yes.
movie?
He has
Pretty
to kill
much,
Fender.
yeah.
His name is Les Paul.
Paul. Les Paul. Les Paul and his
JCVD
bigger partner,
is.
More Steve.
A Paco cop.
Actually, his name is Gibson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Dude, we've just unraveled something here.
I was
This is
going to wait to see how long if you guys have noticed that.
This is some X-Files bullshit. Hoboken. Quarter circle punch. Oh my god.
Good lord, you are lazy, script writer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also director.
Yes. That is a really large canteen.
Is that just a couple pages of a phone book taped together? I don't see any map there.
Yeah.
So,
Well, no, it's the back of the map. The back of the map has all like the area codes and stuff. Oh yeah,
There's map.
There's map.
that's map. I'd like to see Tupperware made it into the post-apocalypse.
Yeah.
Tupperware,
That
Twinkies,
really seals in the
cockroaches.
freshness.
Yeah. In one
Tupperware.
way,
I
making
remember
fun of
that.
it, yeah. In the other, like, those are the things that would stick around. Like, Tupperware would still be useful to
Right.
keep
Yep.
berries and stuff, so it makes sense. See,
I hid it all in one piece.
yeah.
Quit staring at my
At a Guitar
Tupperware,
Center.
dog.
Yeah.
Dang.
Plants just remind me of her. Every time I look at plants.
My daughter was killed by a salad. Get my grope on, lady. Made it real weird.
Yeah. I kind of had to sharpen my knife.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my
Oh.
face has that effect on people.
Yeah. She looks like a 3-year-old brushed her hair.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of dolls that have hair like that.
All right, real abs or fake abs?
Those are real.
Yep.
Nice. Bravo.
Well done,
Bravo
sir.
extra.
Again, another really,
Yeah, it's
really,
cool.
really great set. This whole market set with
Yeah.
the blacksmith in the background, and there's a lot of extras in this film.
Well, there are, but there aren't. It's the same actors like doing multiple
They still-
roles. Like those are both henchmen.
Yeah, they are. But it's still like that's a good. They did a really.
feels
good
like a
job on
world.
Stuff. Yeah.
Well, somewhat, yeah.
Yeah. See, look, Intercoastal Waterway.
This guy is the best acted character in the whole movie.
He traded fire for water.
Yeah.
Fender and Gibson. Oh my God. I can't believe I didn't notice that the first time.
I didn't know he had a name.
Yeah.
Just you'd think he was just Splits McGillicuddy or something?
I think that's the name of all of his characters, isn't it?
Feet McKickerstein?
Yes.
Max, you and I made up some pretty fun names about him the other day. What was it triggered by? It was a drink I had at Ascension Brewery over here in Novi.
It
was
might have been, or no, I think it was because
Juicy I'm Home was the original juice or beverage that I made me think of this, but we were sharing some texts.
Yeah,
and I called him Jean-Claude Van
Jean-Claude Van Drink, and I was like, no, it's Jean-Claude Van Draught.
There you go.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Nice.
But
I'm proud
we'll be
of
doing
myself.
another Jean-Claude Van Damme movie in the near future, and we're having we'll have a homebrew that someone's bringing in called Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Excellent. Still am. Not much has changed.
Yeah.
Is that the juice? Is this OJ? Is that OJ Simpson?
This right here, like you said with the Fallout, this feels like even a Fallout
Yeah.
bar here. Like I
Yeah.
really like a lot of what they do that doesn't have anything to do with the movie.
Hey, remember that
Even
Cyborg?
though it's called Cyborg, it's more like Jean-Claude Van Damme taking revenge on a New Zealand man.
Yes, basically.
There were a lot of like cyborgy, androidy type movies around this time, though, weren't there? Maybe it's just
Yeah, well,
that's gruesome.
That's pretty. That's
was
a
the 80s.
Horrible looking
Yeah.
disease.
And that's about the only reference to it in the whole movie.
yeah.
Yep.
There's the plague and
The plague,
Right.
and
And that's it.
that apparently, and that kid just having that ball for whatever.
Aha! Bounce. He's a charmer.
Yeah.
Come on, kick the face. Nope.
This is for horses.
I do like how you beat dodgeball.
Well done, Jean-Claude.
Just nails the kid in the face with the basketball.
Yeah.
Stick up for yourself. Doing. Good boat. I like that boat.
Yeah.
If you can dodge a roundhouse kick, you could dodge a ball.
The back end with like it all kind of stuck together.
Ramshackly. It looks like a post-apocalyptic boat.
Yeah, it's basically just a hull that still doesn't have any holes in it and a bunch of junk welded to the top.
Yeah.
You know, that scene, for the lighting in this movie, I actually like...
Does the knife have a scope on it?
Sniper knife? That's amazing. You got to account for drop and wind, Max.
Don't give Call of Duty any ideas, Max.
Yeah, Jesus God. But for the most part, I really like the lighting in this movie, which is a small thing. But because only a few times they seem to really force a filter, and I think it's on the nautical scenes really. But other than that, it all seems to be natural, and if not natural, very convincingly natural light. And I
think there might have been like a blue filter on that market scene at one point, but no, yeah, you're right.
I want to be the guy who puts all the signs up.
Yeah.
Wasteland this way.
Sign carpenter.
This man just harvests heads.
Yeah.
This is head farm.
Yep. So Fender has a rule in his boat: no jack in it, but you can sharpen your knife as much as you want.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's the closest you're gonna get.
Told everyone they could go sharpen their knives, and one guy thought he was using a euphemism.
Yep.
Is he? Wait. Are we gonna watch Jean-Claude Van Damme fight a deadite? What's happening there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna just put his hand on her face.
I like the idea that he just runs away. Like, all right, I'm done.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I have no use for this lady. See ya.
I've had it with your face.
It's a very green apocalypse.
Yeah. Also, there really is no shortcut to Charleston from New York City. It's kind of a straight shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think the guy's mask is kind of cool, and there are a couple other masks that look pretty cool to me.
Yeah, this is I don't have any problem with the set dressing or the costuming in this movie.
No.
It's over the top and silly at times.
Yeah.
But
if anything, like, I find a lot of the scenes in this movie are way too long.
Yes. Yes. And they've already been edited down, apparently.
Yeah.
2 hour and 50-minute epic before.
If
got a hold of
Zack Snyder made this movie, it'd be like 3 hours long, and it already has all the religious imagery.
It does. No.
Denied. Yeah. Sneaky. Like, that's a cool shot.
Yeah.
To me.
And his name is Steve.
Huh.
Hi, Steve.
The chain clinking is very the
Warriors.
Yep.
Actually, haven't seen that movie.
Ryan.
I know.
Very
Like,
good movie.
mask guy is kind of creepy to me.
Yeah, these guys are fine. Hey, look. It's a spear gun. Javelin gun.
Yeah, he cocks it.
Pew. It's poor gun safety, John.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no. Ooh. And
Very well placed kick.
Yes.
like that horrifying old hockey video where the guy gets his throat cut on the rink.
Yes. Oh. He kills a lot of people with their own weapons.
Yeah, I think it's
Got to
a nice
be
touch.
resourceful in the apocalypse, man.
Also, these guys, when they die, fall to the ground very, very like calmly and nicely.
They're like, bloop. Just straight up rigor mortis hits immediately.
Oof. Whoops.
Killed your buddy.
Goodbye.
That guy was not that close to the edge in the
Nope.
previous scene.
Well, when Jean-Claude kicks you, you fly 10 feet away.
Yeah, right. Kick physics are very different than normal physics.
Yep.
This is a good thing he has a scope on this knife.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was what was that? Just a tent pole for camping? Is it Coleman's? Coleman's Armory?
Apparently.
Nice.
That knife in the back and then
Yep.
stabbed in.
Obvious dummies, obvious.
That's a great shot, though.
I really do love that shot.
For another potential movie that I might swing by you guys, Hardcore Henry. This whole set area, well, it's not really a set, but looks very similar to one of the bigger action sequences in that movie.
Is Hardcore Henry the POV
Yeah.
movie?
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys think they designed this set at all and found like an abandoned building and gussied it up, or do you think they just found a previously gussied up abandoned building?
I think they found this and did a little bit to it.
Yeah. I think in the credits there is like a credit for a graffiti artist.
Okay.
So
that makes sense. Well, we found the ocean.
Yep.
Which is, by the way, would be the opposite direction one would want to travel if you're trying to get to Charleston.
Hey, she needs to be naked, and this is where she had to go.
Yeah. Got to show some butt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Time for some skin. Don't mind me leering at you while you disrobe.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Creep.
He does look away right there. At least.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, look, butt."
Hooray for me!
You can see the bush.
Yeah. So, one of the lines from Jean-Claude Van Damme after shooting Street Fighter with Kylie Minogue, I guess there was a rumor that they had gotten intimate during filming that movie, and then just actually somewhat recently, Jean-Claude Van Damme admitted, he said, "I showed her my Thailand."
Wow.
He's in Thailand. Yeah.
There you go.
Kylie Minogue trivia. GBBV.
Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
He sold me a shitty guitar.
Yeah.
You will pay.
I'm glad that she still has her necklace on. Just so that we...
Yep.
Got to see that
She's
cross.
pure.
Got to see it. Yeah.
Saving yourself for marriage. So, what do you guys think of this beer so far? We are drinking Expedition Stout by Bell's.
I think this is
It's
wonderful.
a Russian Imperial with about a 10.5 ABV and an IBU of 78. Because that's what Americans... I guess the one thing that's different between like American stouts and regular stouts is the IBU is over 50. Because we're Americans, we like our hoppy everything. So
I think it's very good.
Yeah, I like this a whole lot, actually.
It's not too heavy.
No, it's pretty heavy, but it's not too heavy.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't have thought that the IBU on this is 78.
Yeah, that number surprises me.
Yep, it surprised me a whole lot.
Well, it's so like... there's so much like roasted malts that it kind of just like covers it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah,
this is very
I like
good.
it a whole lot.
But, like when you go to drinking, an American style, or in this case, a Russian Imperial style, where you have such like a high IBU, then you go to something that's not like more like an English style or some cream stouts where they don't have that, you can definitely tell it's like, oh, this tastes much, much lighter.
Yeah, or just overall sweeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like this a lot. Once again, double, triple thank you, Bells. This is very good.
Yeah, this is a heck of a stout.
Now, James, you were just out in Grand Rapids a couple weekends ago.
I was.
And, well, you didn't make it to Bell's, right? You made it to Founders, though.
I made it Founders, well, because Bell's is sort of in Kalamazoo.
Yeah.
So Founders is in Grand Rapids, and I actually had an IPL out there, an India Pale Lager.
Window creeps.
Yeah, window creeps.
And then this guy behind the curtain, he's all...
I need to get a better look.
With the pipe, which was really, really interesting. I enjoyed it quite a lot. I want to try more of those, actually. I don't think a lot of them are out there right now.
Like, I didn't know IPLs were even a thing until you had told me about it. I had to
Yeah.
actually look up what that was, so...
Yeah, so I was pretty impressed with it. The Founders also has really good food.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We had we split a cranberry chicken salad sandwich, which was delicious. It's made with some of the flavors that they do Blessed Monk with.
Oh, okay. Very good, very good.
A chicken salad sandwich, skillet, bowl, platter.
No, just
Wrap.
a sandwich.
Griddle?
I don't know where he's supposed to be looking because Charleston is not across the ocean.
I think he's trying to see if Fender... Yeah, he's trying to see if Fender's around because he apparently has Fender tracking skills. And apparently they can walk as quickly as a boat goes.
Yep.
Because even though he's looking out into the ocean, there's the...
Yeah, because it's supposed to be the intercoastal waterway.
Did they send you to kill me?
So, being an 80s action movie, there has to be some topless women in this movie. Even though I don't know what this adds at all.
It's hot on the boat. That's the guy who loses the eye. That's Picnic guy.
Okay. Good boat. The Cyborg just looks really bored.
Mhm.
Cyborg. Just like the rest of us.
This chick to me looks very much like Zoe Bell, one of Quentin Tarantino's favorite actresses / stunt women. Who is a Kiwi, actually. She's from Australia.
That's not what a Kiwi is.
Thank you for getting it.
Yeah.
That's New Zealand, right?
Yes.
Yes. This makes no sense.
No, we don't need to know this. And it probably would have made more sense if the beginning of the movie was like this.
Yeah.
With this cyborg exposition.
So, these people in New York City have the ability to make someone into a cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
Completely a cyborg. But we're supposed to believe they don't have the ability to synthesize the cure that she already has the answer for?
Or just transmit it wirelessly?
No, I think she starts off in Atlanta. Because they send
Oh, that's right.
they send her
To
to
New
New York to go and get it.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Yeah,
Yep,
'cause
that's
she's
right.
bringing it back.
Yep. Nope, I forgot about that. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Nope.
Me and my chin will take you.
Yes, that's why he's not wearing the helmet, because he just
Mhm.
can't get it over that chin.
Sunglasses on the inside is how I do things.
It is.
Yeah.
Him,
d-
him
this-
and Tommy Wiseau.
Yep.
Who was just great meeting in person again. That was so fun.
Mhm.
That was fun.
Again, ignoring my earlier flub, yes, she is from New Zealand, so she is a Kiwi.
Oh.
No, so you were right.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Look at how sweaty my pecs are.
This is, again, an odd
Mm-hmm.
Also,
thing.
Pexar is a 3D animation studio devoted solely to chest muscles.
See, I don't know if you're joking or not, because that could be a real thing.
Yeah. Just steal the boat.
This looks kind of Double Dragon-y, actually.
Same bridge.
Vague boat, vague river.
Yeah. What is steaming there?
Big piles of shit. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Big piles of this movie.
Yeah, big pile. Hey, that guy's name is Brick.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
Jesus, yeah, why wouldn't it be?
that guy's huge.
Yeah.
He makes Fender look little, and Fender is a giant
Fender's a
guy.
huge
Yeah.
dude.
Another good set here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it
If
is kind of
anything,
a-
this upcoming scene goes on way too long.
yes, it's just an abandoned industrial building, but it's
Mhm.
still a good set for this movie.
This feels
Mhm.
like a Battlefield 4 map.
I'd give you that.
Yeah. So you have camouflaged gang sense,
Yeah,
but
right.
you don't know why you should be avoiding or what's going on in this abandoned industrial area.
Yeah.
Say it 17 more times, please.
You gotta say it one more time.
Yeah.
And then the deal is sealed.
Promise.
Mhm.
All right. It's like saying Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Well, it's like in Japan. If you offer someone something 3 times, they have to accept.
Really?
So, speaking of which, I recently traveled to Japan,
Mm, yeah.
and that was just delightful.
Great times
Everyone
were
there was
had.
very, very kind, and their beer is actually very, very good.
Mm.
So,
Go to Japan.
yes, go to
Oh, it
Japan,
is.
fly in a Japanese airway because the liquor is free.
Nice. Yeah, it's super pleasant. I spent 2 weeks there a couple years ago. It was wonderful.
Be very, very quiet.
Yeah, I was going to say this is very
We're
Looney
hunting Belgian
Tunes.
kickboxes.
Fender's hanging out with Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
And,
Killy Vanilli and Bon Jovi.
yeah.
You can't take Killy Vanilli from me. I'm proud of that one.
That's a good one. I'm
Yeah.
down with Kelly Vanilli.
Damn.
Wait, the knife has a scope, but the gun doesn't?
Yeah.
Wow, this guy is just like goes all Cirque du Soleil over here.
Just shoot him.
Yeah,
He-
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
He has not seen Indiana Jones, obviously.
Right.
Hard to come by in the post-apocalypse. Ah, he's got two
I
knives.
have more knives.
Dual
I'm
wielding.
multiplying.
He did not take the 2 weapon fighting feat though, because he's not very good.
No.
He does have a catcher's chest piece on right there
Right.
too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, neither of these guys had a good game plan there.
Not really. I don't know if that was supposed to be kind of like a samurai movie sequence
Right.
where they run at each other and
Yeah.
Do the slice.
they do a slice and go past each other.
Bye.
See, he kicks you, you fly 10
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah. He's got a huge belt buckle on.
When he kicks you, he temporarily disables the effect of gravity on your body.
Yes.
Ow. Yep, you're done, buddy.
That would hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to your MCL and ACL.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Ow.
My bones.
So this is a rather long sequence, this entire scene here, and it only makes it worse by how they do a lot of slow mo.
Yes.
In a lot of this,
Yep.
so it just goes on for forever, and then we're always seeing people running up to go attack Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Let me out. He makes a really awkward sound there.
Yes, he does.
Oh God, he transformed that pipe into a rope.
I am actually kind of happy that he didn't kick this person in the face.
I was
On the
sad that
swing
he didn't
down.
kick that person in the face.
Single shoulder blade man is down. Mad
That's
Max
why
is
he gets it
disappointed.
too.
I do like that he's like, oh no, my gun doesn't have any bullets left, and then he immediately knocks the person out with the butt of his rifle.
Right.
Yep.
That didn't seem like that bad of a situation for you.
No.
Nope. See, just more scenes of Jean-Claude Van Damme walking towards someone.
Yeah, the set's too as much as I
Too
do like
big.
the set is too big for this sequence.
See, this goes back to the open versus closed set discussion. And again, slow motion walking with a different film grain.
Yeah.
Right.
You can do an open set with this. Just fight in half of the building.
It's okay.
See, people just
The whole
walking
second,
on.
yeah, I was gonna say the whole second act is just people walking
Yeah.
towards their enemies.
It's Lord of the Rings with guitar names.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, see what I did there?
Yeah. Apparently that's just gun design in the future.
Yep.
Right.
See, people walking.
Hey, look. Where would they have hidden all those people if the set was smaller, though, Max?
Out of frame.
Then we wouldn't have believed it.
Oh, you so
There's a lot of belief going on.
the
with this
future,
movie.
the grim future with the cyborg made in Atlanta
Yes.
is more believable.
So this is another part of the flashback where maybe they should have shown us the little girl with the necklace before
Yeah, instead of just now.
instead of just now.
You're gonna be a stripper and you're gonna like it.
So also that's not the same necklace because there's a chunk taken
Yeah.
out of his.
She had to reform it herself in his memory.
Yeah. Where are they finding all these
Hair curlers,
hair,
yeah.
hair
Curling
curlers and hair
irons.
straighteners and stuff in the future too?
Dun, dun.
That's literally what they're hunting for.
Yes.
They're searching for humanity's searching for the cure. They're looking for working hair straighteners.
Right.
Yeah. It's because he didn't have a scope on it.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, it was there. It just wasn't properly aligned.
He had to hip fire that one.
Yeah.
Yep. Jean-Claude is not good at no scoping.
Nope.
Right. No scope Van Damme.
No scoping. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Getting prepped, dog.
Gotta get my
My
cartridge
compressed air
filled.
tank.
The guy is gigantic. Jeez.
His head is the size of my torso.
Yeah.
He has no neck. His
Rock
neck is the size of
smash.
my chest.
Right. Dun dun. Dun dun.
Clink, 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 clink. More of this gigantic set.
Mm-hmm.
Which looks to be a generator building? Like a big power plant, is my guess?
Yeah,
That's
abandoned
what this
power
was?
plant.
Mm.
Yeah.
Jeez, given the size of that guy, I thought he was just going to start pounding on the columns and shaking him out of it.
Just starts crumbling.
He's going to lift it up and look underneath it. Like a roly.
I think it's an old coal power plant.
Oh, okay.
That's what the big conveyor belt thing is.
Kill the cyborg. Wait, what do I do?
This guy. That smirk on his face.
Mm-hmm. He's like, ooh, I'm gonna get to use my knife I spend all day sharpening.
Right.
Yeah. Sharpen this for just this occasion.
Yep.
His tunic makes him look like he's wearing jorts.
It does.
Jean-Claude Daisy Dukes.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I was gonna call him Juice Cleanse Vin Diesel.
There you go. I really want him to use that chick like Jim Carrey uses the skunk in Ace Ventura. Say hello to my sticky friend and just fart away all the Ravagers.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, that sounds like a better plan than what his plan is.
So yeah, they've got like the ragtag group of like 20 pirates, and then Atlanta's got like we can make androids technology.
Yeah.
So I think you should listen to the lady.
That is a cool. Even her in that like headscarf is a cool outfit.
Yeah,
she looks cool right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they're forcing a reference to what was it, that Time magazine? I forget the woman
the National Geographic cover.
Yeah, Nat Geo cover, right?
Mm.
Yep.
I forget her name.
One of these guys looks like Brian Boswick, the linebacker for the Seahawks from the 80s.
That's a rather specific.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find a picture.
Rather specific sports pull. And if any of our listeners get that, they win a
Bravo
prize.
for you.
Yeah.
I really wanted him to just dump her down the sewer.
Or Brian Bosworth. I'm sorry. It just hurls her down face first.
Bye-bye. Whee! Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
There's one specific dude that looks exactly like him.
See, look at this, the scene just running.
Running and yelling. Yeah, but all of this leads up to the split, the obligatory split sequence. Now,
Yeah.
So it's okay. They just gotta make you wait for it.
And the final camera angle that see takes, I cannot believe that the henchman didn't see him. I'm sorry.
The henchman is like 6.5 feet tall,
Yeah,
and Jean-Claude Van Damme is like 6 feet 10 inches above the ground.
Right. With no other obstructions around him.
Well, I'll just walk under that pipe looking, that man looking pipe.
Yeah. Did I just hit my forehead on a ball sack? No, it's probably nothing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That would have been awesome if that guy
just beeps.
actually just ate it.
just whoops.
Oh no! I heard splashing.
Right.
Can only be a good guy splashing.
Right.
Yep. Bad guys don't make splashes when they walk.
Yeah. This whole time he's
He's
just
in a
looking
new metal music video.
Yeah. This whole time he's just looking for somewhere to put her down without her drowning.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you can breathe. I just need to find somewhere where I can split.
Here we go.
Deep ass little way.
I feel like Jean-Claude Van Damme is just like made of knives. There's always knives everywhere.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, they cut to his face right there, so you don't really know what's going on.
He's like, oh, he's gonna slice him.
Oh, what's he doing?
Where is he?
He even has to duck right here to not hit Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, in the wide shot, you're like, how could he possibly miss him?
Yeah. He's blocking out all the sunlight, so presumably there's a Jean-Claude Van Damme shaped shadow on the ground.
Just a giant silhouette holding a knife. That looks fine. I'll go in there.
Maybe it was like a
Here it comes.
Silent Hill event where he had to go in there.
Oh,
All the
yeah,
other rooms
maybe.
were locked.
There's no way you didn't see that man. There's just no way.
Huh?
Eh? Jesus.
They have the same hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yelling in sewers is a good time.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I spend my Sundays.
So has there been any dialogue except screaming for the last
Not for a while.
2.5 minutes?
No. Or go, I think was the last word that was on screen.
Is she awake now?
Climb your own damn ladders.
He's like, sure, I'm up first. See ya.
Goodbye. Zoom.
And we're out of the mysterious sewer.
Oh, God, it smells worse up here.
Yeah.
Somehow. It's a very blue sewer.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't necessarily think that's a filter either. I think it's just some of
blue
the
light bulb.
Blue light bulb, yeah.
A blue bulb?
Zack Snyder didn't get a hold of this film.
Has more than 3 colors in it, you mean?
Thanks. Yes.
Okay.
Seems like he still would have lost that fight, though, because he didn't really have... Her getting captured didn't really have a lot to do with the fact that he kind of failed there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
More screaming.
Dun, 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 dun.
She's ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
chick
had
is-
I had to take a good look at her for a second and be like, is that a woman or just a very, very effeminate man?
Who? Is that a woman or a beautiful man?
Yeah.
Right. So, does Jean-Claude Van Damme, like, does he not know how to run? What's with him?
Yeah, I don't think he knows how to
What
run.
is going on?
Like everyone's like, okay, which way did everyone go?
Yeah.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
As Chris Traeger chases him.
Right.
More screaming.
Yeah, don't tell her to run. You haven't even figured it out yet.
Yeah. She's running way better than you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. You're just kind
Once
of
she
like
catches up.
flailing.
There's no running in kickboxing.
Right.
And they caught up to them really quick.
Yeah.
When you run like that, you're not getting anywhere.
I like how we need to see exactly who is coming out when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ululating. Ululating.
There, that's Brian Bosworth.
I'm the juggernaut.
They must do a
bitch.
lot of cardio with Fender.
I
Very
guess.
strict cardio regimen.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Spin class.
Mm-hmm.
That is an awkward thing that happens to her outfit right there.
Yeah.
Water fight.
Splish splash, I was kicking some ass. We got a scratch on the film there, buddies. That's unfortunate for you. I keep those gates clean, man. Celluloid.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Ha ha! It's just the one key that they keep pressing every time something happens in the action. Dude, that chick scares the hell out of
Yeah, I
me.
know.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Stendo spear.
When did that happen? I was going to make fun of his pole, but that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's like Ian McShane's...
Whoa.
So it's like Ian McShane's spear thing from Hercules.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Stump whack.
Yeah.
Also, don't make fun of another man's pole, James. It's a sensitive topic. That reminds me, I have to send you guys a picture. Maybe we can get up on the site. I ran into a guy at Ascension a couple weeks ago who looks exactly like Titius from Hercules. The like warrior tweak, berserker tweak.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He looks just like him.
There we go. There's the other Jean-Claude Van Damme kick that has to be in the movie.
Yep. Jumping roundhouse.
I mean, spin. I too take off my shirt when running through ankle deep water for no reason.
Kick.
I mean, admittedly, if I was as ripped as that guy was, I
Yeah,
probably
his
would
shirt's
wear
off
shirts.
all
I
the
don't
time.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I looked like that, I wouldn't own a shirt. Ow.
He picks him up like a dog. Right
Yeah.
there.
Dun, dun.
This is an interesting angle to shoot the scene from.
Right.
Yes, it is.
I'm not falling for that knife shoot bullshit.
Yeah, this is where I snap your leg in two.
I was expecting him to pull the boot off of him.
Yeah.
More running.
Yeah.
Shotgun's like, fuck.
Yeah. Quit hitting me.
But this is still a continuation of the same action scene.
Yes, it is.
Right.
This is just like Act 3.
Yeah, this action scene is a movie unto itself.
Yeah.
Act 2, Scene 1, Phase 4.
Yeah. The person that runs up in just a normal coat is completely out of place.
Yeah. Alan Silvestri did not do soundtrack for this. What's more likely, Ryan? You doing the lick from Back to the Future, or me watching Sleepy Hollow of my own volition?
The first one. Definitely.
Now, our hero lies bloodied and battered here in the sand. But I think he's actually legitimately bloodied and battered at this point.
Yeah. He's been fighting for like half an hour.
Right. I mean, that's kind of the thing here, is that this isn't one of those fight sequences, or this movie really doesn't handle it in the way, maybe until the final fight, where Jean-Claude keeps getting hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt and just seems to be invincible until a special person punches him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, the lieutenant goon punched me, so now I'm knocked out.
Yeah.
He gets beaten up at a legitimate rate here.
Yeah. Mind if he kills a lot of people as well.
Oh,
but
yeah,
but still,
absolutely.
it's like he's getting tired on mooks.
Yeah. Yep.
Tired on mooks. Another name of a memoir of mine.
See, what they don't show us here is that Fender actually just punches him into a crucified position.
Right.
Just uppercuts him onto the crucifix.
Launches him onto the cross.
Sure you can.
Yeah.
The mere impact of him hitting the mast. All right, hold on. Check this guy out. It's Titius.
Yeah.
It's exactly Titius from Hercules.
Yeah, it is. So I didn't on the first two run-throughs watching this movie, I thought he just had like goofy Tina Turner shoulder pads from
Mad
Max.
Yeah.
But he actually has like poofy pirate shirt.
He does, yeah. He wants to be a pirate.
Yeah, he is a pirate.
The lack of soundtrack here is very disconcerting.
Yeah. And then it kicks in as they do the...
That's some horrible shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that boat has seen better days, right?
See. I feel like someone should be whizzing by on a Sparrow from Destiny and looking for materials by this ship. Forgotten Shore.
Yeah. And they keep looking. Another scene that is way too long.
Drawn out.
They got to get all of the synth in, though.
Synth rising?
They took his shirt off just to add to the effect.
Mm-hmm.
They did not rinse the sand off of him, though.
No. Pirates don't give a fuck if you're sandy. Looks like Jean-Paul II's cross he used to carry around.
Mm. Also, they gave him grandpa pants. Care about this girl.
All right.
See, what they don't show you here is that when the lights turn off, there's little Christmas lights all along the things that go up to him.
There's a spotlight on him. It goes through different like red and green.
Yeah, like an aluminum Christmas tree.
Yep. You want to get that tooth checked out, buddy.
Yeah. Most of the pirates have really bad teeth, actually.
Yep.
So you can tell who's good in this movie is they have nice teeth.
All right.
Yep.
So, did a donkey give birth on top of him or something? That's what it looks like. He's covered in afterbirth.
Yeah.
He's just dirty. Just sandy, bloody.
That was a nice little transition when you looks down and it's not. You expect to have this shot of the older girl.
Yeah, it's a good
Haley,
edit.
but it's actually like the child Haley.
Yeah. She didn't recognize him because he had his haircut.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The necklace, on the other hand.
Yeah.
See, she doesn't have terrible teeth, so she's sort of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just middle of the road.
I think everyone follows Fender because he's the only one who enunciates anything in this freaking movie.
Yeah. He says more than like 3 words.
Van Damme is just kind of like, Haley, Martha.
Yeah.
I had to explain to my wife today that Martha is a key point in Batman versus Superman.
Oh, has she not seen it?
No. Nope.
You want to watch it with your wife?
No. I don't want to watch it with
No.
anybody.
You know,
I remember we went and saw that, and then we went to the bar immediately afterwards.
Yeah,
And
we
we're
had
like,
to.
Well,
had to drink
that was
in.
a movie.
Yeah. The sun sets, and then the sun is still out. It's a weird cut right there.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna have a little nap.
Yep.
He's just really regretting he didn't eat these kids.
Yeah. That'd be one less
He needed
pirate
this
to fight.
protein.
Mhm.
Like, he looks emaciated.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Can she not close her mouth?
Nope.
It's just she's a good person because she has good teeth. So
Her-
she's trying to show them off to everybody. Don't hurt.
Right.
Don't attack me. I'm nice.
Right. Both her upper and bottom lip have the exact same charge on both of them, so they're repelling themselves.
Just the centers, though.
Electromagnetic
Right.
lips.
He still has really good-looking hair for
Yeah, he
being
does.
beaten and bloodied.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a park ranger in this shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I trust you're going to tend that barbecue.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have a burn permit?
Yeah, right.
That's what this whole movie is about. Is Fender's mad at him because he didn't give him a burn permit. He became a pirate. Can't burn anything. I'll become a pirate. Burn whatever I please.
I'll put my knife bandolier in the chest.
See, that's what happened. Is he lost his scopes in the chest when he had to
No.
get out of everything.
What good is an axe without a scope, James? That's the question I'm asking.
Laser sight.
Yeah.
Light out the axe.
That sounds like something from Warhammer.
Mm.
Yep.
Except it would have to be a laser sight out of the human skull
Mhm.
Right.
attached to
To an axe,
to an axe on the top of the axe.
Mm.
Well, I think it's
Jean-Claude knows as well to kiss as he does to run here. He's like, do
Yeah.
I kiss down here?
Right.
How does this work?
Right.
There needs to be some Prince playing in the background for this.
I do appreciate that we don't have to have like the sequence there. That they
Right.
just are like, yeah, you get what's going on,
Yeah.
guys. Here's
Oh.
the
Well, Jean-Claude Van Damme edited, so he's like, no, they do not need to
Right.
see me making love to this woman.
This
Yeah.
is at least the second iteration of this. There may be more.
there. I think there is the third time that we see the leering.
Yeah. Couple of leering Larrys.
Yep.
Yeah, this is horrifying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, is this horrifying?
I guess it's good, though, to finally give some context of why Gibbs is so focused on Fender.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's
it-
great.
it's- yeah.
They finally piece it all together. It's
But it
just
is a brutal
a
scene.
truly brutal scene.
Oh, you see, he's got an upside down cross for an earring.
Yeah.
He's definitely a bad
He's
guy.
a bad guy. He
Yeah.
has the same damn sunglasses.
He does.
Those eyes, though, dog. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
His teeth's not as bad yet.
they aren't as terrible.
It's bad,
Yeah.
but it's not as bad.
This is just what an awful thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
More yelling. Whatever they did for this sequence here, it looks great.
Yeah.
Earlier on the close up of Jean-Claude Van Damme, there was like a kind of like one of those hook latches. I think it's like hooked to his belt,
Okay.
so he's actually like hanging up there.
But
Yeah.
it looks
looks
really
pretty good.
It looks good.
I mean, it's obvious that those things aren't in his wrists.
Right.
But
Yeah.
like they're clearly he's being held up by his wrists at that point
Yeah.
with the ropes.
Yep.
I think there is probably a hook belt there, but by letting
support,
it not
that's,
full
that's how you
support.
die when you crucify. Is your lungs collapse.
Yeah.
I'm a little alarmed at the extremely defined and conical nature of his nipples, though. I mean, they're a little distracting.
Now,
he's got a very sharp heel.
Jean-Claude, you have to chop down a tree, not kick them down, unless they have different
who you're
kinds
talking
of
to,
lumberjacks
right?
in Belgium.
This is the man who kicks a knife into someone's throat in Expendables
Dude, Expendables 2 is so good.
It's so much fun. Expendables 1 is actually a legitimately good action movie.
Yeah, we've talked about that because Expendables 2 is as ridiculous as we thought the first one was going to be.
Yeah, and 1 is actually just a really good movie.
Right.
With a hilarious sequence when the full action shotgun goes off.
Courtesy of Mr. Derek Crews.
Yeah. Back to this horrifying scene of people being dropped into a well with barbed wire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the barbed wire kind of runs out right there.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
It's not with like a DVD copy of the Pamela Anderson movie, but the actual real stuff.
I don't know which one would be worse.
Oh.
There it is. That was an alley-oop there, folks. That's teamwork. Oof.
Well,
so
how
how you
got
do?
to finally eat that child?
He's the only one who could get out because he just splits his way up the
Right,
well.
Hop split, hop split, hop split. So how are you feeling today, Gibbs? Well, I wouldn't say that I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Bad joke jail. Bad joke jail.
I live in bad joke jail.
Yeah.
You merely adopted the jail. I was born in
Oh,
it.
that's I missed that.
I
little
forgot
flashback.
about that scene.
Yeah, that's bad.
Platoon.
Yeah.
That's
The
a
look
good
on
face.
The look on his face when he's like, ah.
All right, I just want to take a moment.
The
and-
only way he would
Ow.
not die.
Right. I mean, his hands and wrists would be fucking done.
His nipples was just
Yeah, look
holding
at
my
that.
axe.
That's just like
Jeez.
that's pointing right to God.
Bitch, where were you?
Furiosa? Too much hair.
Too many arms.
Too many arms.
Right. Because he couldn't conceivably kick those arrows out of his wrists. Didn't think this one through, did ya?
In your grandpa pants.
So green. Just revisiting quickly that this beer is delicious. Just throwing that back.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
So
very
good.
good. You say so much green, Ryan, but it is really interesting to watch a post-apocalyptic movie that isn't gray
Yeah, definitely.
Or brown.
or brown.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me a little bit of the TV show The 300. In that case, The 300 is a CW.
You mean the
Show.
100?
The 100.
100. I'm sorry. Yeah, the 100. The 100. 300 is a movie that is very red. And
Very
brown.
red and very Zack Snydery.
Zack Snydery. I do like that movie, but
Yes. Same.
it reminds me of the 100 in that the 100 is really, really green.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of wilderness in that movie, and it really or show, and it really doesn't feel like anything else right now. And I think that's why part of the reason I do enjoy that show.
Yeah, I have some coworkers who watch it, and they talk about it, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Brian Bosworth is like, keep moving.
He's all hablas español.
good wigs in this movie.
Shineheart Wig Company is proud.
Another good set.
Mm-hmm. Just
Truth.
A set that is better than the Walking Dead sets.
Walking Dead has some good sets in it.
That farm set sure was good.
What? Wait, what?
The farm. You mean all of season 2?
I love season 2. Actually, that might be my favorite season.
Who are you?
yeah, that's a
Here's the picture. Good picture.
good matte painting. Good matte painting.
Although the fact that where they're walking is a different color is kind of not great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little distracting.
Yep.
Yeah. But good matte painting.
Obviously, a long shot out of focus thing.
And he's healed magically.
Yeah. They must have found Akiro, the wizard from Conan,
Yeah.
and brought him back to life.
It looks a little wounded, but it's still way too healed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We needed at least 3 montages to get that level of healing.
Yes. That boat's just named as Atlanta. He's really confused.
This is a huge set.
I love this set. I really like this set, and I like this whole sequence. The fight in the rain is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's well structured. Even though the set's big, it's contained.
Yep.
You're contained.
The only thing this movie is missing is a plot.
Yeah.
And a cyborg most of the time.
Well, yes, I will admit that. Yeah. I mean, she's in it. She's just not important.
Right.
We used up the rest of the budget on fog machines.
Yeah. That's them burning all of the rest of the film.
You're right. I don't know if I'd feel great walking around in chainmail during a lightning storm.
Well, he's got his sunglasses on, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then he's fine.
Cool, brother.
Sorry. I forgot about science.
Brian Bosworth.
Bosworth smash.
You know, that outfit on someone who isn't as gigantic and scary would look really silly.
Yes.
It actually looks like kind of frightening on him.
Yeah.
It works. You know, if he was Hanzo, they'd all be dead with that one arrow.
Yes, it would.
And it would have landed 10 feet to the left of them. Fuckers.
Headshot.
That guy looks sweet.
Yeah, with the teeth
With
on
the
his
wrapped face.
Yep. And
That guy's going like...
Birdman, and the guy with the tiniest knives in the entire...
Small
Were
knife.
those screwdrivers?
Maybe?
Are those cheese spreaders?
He's in training.
Oh, yeah.
He's
These training knives.
yeah.
Why are you putting a kukri in your mouth, Jean-Claude
Right.
Van Damme?
They have a lot of those for being in America.
Yes. Like, it makes sense if you're doing a post-apocalyptic movie in Australia,
Yes.
but
Not here. Not in
No.
Atlanta.
no.
Unless part of the apocalypse is that all the knives just get bent.
Probably. Yep. From cheap American steel.
Yeah. Masked guy really does look cool.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the guy who loses. Yeah, that's probably
Right
where he
there.
lost the eye.
Oh, that sucks.
That's terrible.
Bye.
That was unnecessary.
Yep.
I like that she's smiling here. They got you to Atlanta.
Right.
Like, you're there. Do your doctor stuff.
Yeah.
Presumably that guy's head came off,
Yes.
right? That's the only reason why it spun around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come with you, curry? Is now really the time for Indian food?
Yeah. Come with me if you want to
You gotta
compute.
eat. You gotta eat what you gotta eat.
Hurls her into a junk. I want more stool fighting in
Yeah.
movies. She obviously took a lot of levels in stool.
Yep.
Because she starts losing this fight as soon as she just drops the stool.
Stool's very effective because you can block with it as well as hit people.
You can't.
Common knowledge would have me believe that monkeys would be good at a stool fight.
Yeah. That would presumably be right there.
What's with that weird stance?
I don't know. I also am
It's
not
New
sure
York
if that's
knife fighting.
Is that a machete or just a piece of steel that he has?
I think it's
I don't
supposed
know.
to be a machete.
I don't know, but the latter is a cooler idea.
Like what's her face had when she's gonna secretly
Yeah.
shank
Yeah.
Jean-Claude.
Kick.
Maybe his hands are really sensitive, and that's why he doesn't punch people.
Maybe.
Whoops. Man, if only there
If
was
there
some
was
water
some
for you to
water,
roll
yeah.
around in.
Yeah.
Whoops.
She just
Explosives.
tumbles into a car.
So he had Taco Bell before he got into this fight.
Yes.
For a
Taking
moment, I
off
thought
the
those were
chain now.
entrails, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
He's a robot. That explains everything.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Not a scratch on him.
He's just an evil cyborg.
He heals very quickly from
A cyborg.
from burn wounds too.
I like how he has the sunglasses still on.
Yes.
And he does look a little bit like OJ.
When a raindrop hits your face, it quickly divides down two separate paths, like doing the splits in the rain.
He is gigantic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's because Jean-Claude Van Damme is small or
Yeah.
lean, I guess. Like we were talking about this in Escape from L.A., how, Kurt Russell, the action star, he was buff
Yeah.
for playing Snake, but like today, like nowadays, like what the action star looks like,
Yeah.
Right.
They're not Chris Hemsworth.
Exactly, yeah.
Or
Or
Dwayne Johnson.
Hugh Jackman in
Yeah.
Wolverine.
I have rain vision.
Yeah. That was it.
Like he just catches the kick.
His eyes control lightning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then this movie turns into Mortal Kombat. It's Raiden versus Johnny Cage.
Yep.
Right.
Or Raiden.
Actually,
my
if
Michigan came out there.
If you go just
Raiden.
from silhouettes, it's going to look like Cyrax versus Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
He was the coolest of the robots because he had the net.
Cyrax.
Backpack low kick.
And he had
Right.
like cabling dreads?
Yeah. They had cable dreads.
And then you had Sector and Smoke, the second iteration of Smoke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess technically the original Smoke was just a gray palette
Right.
swap.
Yeah. Somewhere
Vincent
Vincent
D'Onofrio was
D'Onofrio.
proud.
yeah.
Yep.
That slamming the door. That actually made Katie and I stop watching
Daredevil
for a little while because that scene. We talk about scenes that go on too long.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason that scene needs to go to its conclusion.
Well, I think
I think it does.
No. I think that was included to show like this is not the movies.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you
even
that.
though like it's set in the Marvel universe, all those shows, they never like they always make little like really weird references to like the events that's going on in Marvel.
Right.
Like they never call anyone by their actual name.
Yeah.
Like they always refer to them like, oh, it's the Beast of Harlem or whatever.
Right.
When they talk about the Hulk or whatever.
Yeah.
But
That face, though.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Vincent D'Onofrio, did you guys realize that he's in Men in Black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know
Wearing
that.
an
Until,
Edgar
like,
suit.
yeah, I did not
So-
realize that until like earlier this week.
Does Nady die here?
I think so. I thought she like
Because they don't show her at the end of the movie, do they?
no. I think it is implied that she does die. Like for a second, I thought she died like earlier, like before he gets crucified, because she just like disappears
Right.
after cutting the woman's hand off.
Yeah. Yep.
That guy is fucking jacked.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
my
he's
God.
completely tensing himself up right
yeah.
there, but still, good lord.
Well, he looks like the action movie stars of today.
Yes.
Right.
Like his back has abs.
Right. He does spend the last 3 minutes with his mouth open like that, though, and it's really weird.
Yeah. I took that, even though it's weird, I took that to be like, he's just truly enjoying this fight.
Yeah.
Because as we've seen through this whole movie, no one has given him him or his goons a challenge
Right.
up until Gibson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty much strolling through.
Yeah. Was he going down to the beach?
It also, to me, it adds a shade of feralness to him.
Oh yeah.
When he has his mouth open like that, when he just with his teeth bared, it looks like a Goomba.
He looks like a fucking vampire.
Not an
Although
Ambrose
his canines
vampire.
are
Ow.
lacking in comparison to my own.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true. This is kind of an anticlimax. Ow! I forgot about that.
Sucks.
Oh,
Stab in the forearm.
yeah. The lightning snap there is
Yeah.
interesting. I expected him to get up from this.
Yeah.
That's also not where he stabbed him.
Did he maybe move the knife up and down?
Maybe? I don't
Like-
know.
Like that's probably why he doesn't get up. Because
Could
I was
be.
also expecting, like, oh, he just got stabbed in the chest.
Yeah. Because it looks like he stabs him like down more towards his belly button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the blood's all coming out of his sternum.
Yeah.
In this shot here, it looks like it's coming from his sternum and just went,
But
flowed
it would
down.
make sense if he stabbed him in the stomach and
Yeah.
then as he was dropping, like pulled it all the way up, and that was why it was over. This is why you leave the knife in people's chests, movie.
Right.
So you know where they
Yeah.
got stabbed.
How are your nips handling the rain there, buddy?
The bottom part of his
Little
pecs
umbrellas.
are just dry.
Maybe it's an aerodynamic thing. Maybe that's why they're that shape.
It's from
He is-
kicking.
he
It's,
is
it's
speedy.
centrifugal force.
Yeah.
They've just been
He's
slowly
doing so many
pushed.
spin
It's just been pushed out of his chest.
like
No, he did it. That's right. See, all three of us thought that was it.
Right.
Well, I don't feel so bad anymore now.
Yeah. I mean, this movie's only like just shy of 90 minutes, but it feels so much longer.
And I think
Right.
it's because of those action sequences.
Oh, right.
I mean, there's only 3 or 4 sequences in this
And they're
entire film.
long,
Yeah.
lengthy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when you put it that way, each of those sequences is like 25 minutes long, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how long's this scene been going on for now?
A while.
I mean, there's been a lot of
You had him kill all the goons.
right, a lot of punching and kicking, an overabundance of grunting.
That's a really thin wall. That was not up to code,
Yeah.
Atlanta.
It's a project.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll do it.
Yeah. Meat Hook.
Were this a Schwarzenegger movie, there'd be some hang around or something like that. being
Yeah.
said now.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the
Right.
fan still going, apparently.
It's,
Atlanta has a little bit of electricity.
it seems like a missed opportunity to have him die with his eyes open because they're so cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, he kicked him in the air. That is not what I got out of the original version of that show.
No, he just like knocked him back.
Knocked him
He,
back,
like
yeah.
knocked him back and up. Apparently.
He does kick people 10 feet forward. But
Right. Right.
that's bad rain, by the way.
Yep.
Brief suspension of gravity.
Well,
Did he
the-
just murder a guy at the Rainforest Cafe?
I think so. The Ralbert's fine.
My name is Cynthia Ralbert. Cynthia Cyborg.
Cyborgington. No one will discover her
Cyborgia.
secret.
I remember I went to the Rainforest Cafe for the first time like about maybe like a month or two before I found out I was diabetic.
Oh, okay.
So I remember like around that time I started getting kind of like sick. And I thought like first like maybe I just kind of ate something weird because the food there is not great.
No, it's not.
So, but
Did she die? Or the doctors
Yeah.
fix her? She's on the table.
I think she's
the
dead,
hood.
brah. Hood, table, whatever.
This is
you
good
wouldn't
rain.
be sitting around all sad like.
It's true.
Yeah.
She just wanted to run nude on the beach one last time.
Yeah. Bathe in a tide pool.
Right. Just be surrounded in sea trash.
Can your magic robot doctor save her?
Make her a cyborg.
Yeah. She doesn't have the matrix knowledge needed by the other lady had. You understand basic math functions. You can't cry. You're a cyborg. You have feelings.
You have real eyes. They're probably.
I know
I would
now.
laugh if they left her tear ducts in there though.
I know now why you cry, but it is something I can never do.
How cold do you
Dun,
think
dun,
Jean-Claude
dun,
Van
dun.
Damme was in that scene?
Dun, 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 dun. Funny you
killer.
should mention Terminator, Ryan. So there's a director's cut version of this movie. At the end of the director's cut, it goes to like an empty like a clearing or whatever, and then like there's like the lightning orb, and like a woman arrives in like the thinker pose.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It's supposed to be like a rip-off of Terminator because there's something like Terminator. It was like Cyborg 2 Nemesis or something like that. You know,
man.
coming soon or whatever.
Because the cyborg had anything to do with the first movie.
Right.
Yep. So a cyborg from the future comes back to the less distant future to do stuff.
Yeah, apparently.
Ship it. Sounds like a movie. We got movie side. Yeah!
Well, that was the end of that.
That's
Not-
cyborg.
do they finish the cure? What happens?
Why
if
was she a cyborg?
Yeah.
Why couldn't she just go to New York and bring
thumb
back?
drives didn't exist back then. You had to actually turn someone into a thumb drive.
Isn't that incredible that back then the solution was to make someone a robot,
To
not
transfer
that
data.
data would just get smaller over time?
Right.
It's weird because I remember when thumb drives first came out, and my dad had one, and it was 256 meg. And I remember that when they had an article talking about like, oh yeah, it's a USB drive. You stick it in your computer and you can move stuff. And they talked about they were pretty expensive, and they were talking about like a gigabyte one. A gigabyte one was like ungodly expensive, like
Holy hell, yeah.
$700-800. But it was like, why would you need to move that? Why like the tech reviewer like couldn't fathom why you would need something of that size. Of like, oh, why would you need something, a gigabyte of data to move or whatever?
Yeah.
In just comparison now, where I bought a 16 gig micro SD to put in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Don't tell Sony those exist though.
Right. Yeah. A deep cut there on PSP stuff
Yeah.
and Vita. Oof.
Special data.
So, yeah, our data is more special.
Even though we make the micro SD.
Yeah. No, fuck you. Use normal stuff.
Yep.
Don't Apple this.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the lead cover's name is
artist.
Isom the Third.
Isom the Third. Graffiti artist Alan Walker. So.
Nancy Havasta.
Apparently, the makeup assistants were Robert Evie and also I. As someone who has a second,
or just ill.
Yeah, as a second after his name.
Hey,
That's not
Slim
how
Evans.
it works.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that wraps up Cyborg.
Cyborg is behind us permanently. Probably.
View again, brew again. I'll start. Brew again, definitely.
Yeah.
I've heard about this beer for a while now, but I hadn't actually picked it up because it's rather pricey. It's like $17, $16 for a 6-pack. So it's definitely like the upper end if as far as stouts go. I mean, it's very much enjoyable. I don't know if I would pay that much for it. Really, like I'd like to have this on draft just to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. What it's like, because there is a lot going on here that I do enjoy. Imperial stouts are one of my favorite styles of beer. As far as this movie goes, only if I'm showing someone what this podcast is will I watch this.
Sure.
Or
Give
if
some
me and James
context.
are painting on a Saturday afternoon or something like that. But that's about it for me. James.
Brew again? Yeah. I agree with you, Max. I don't know if there's this is it's really good, but I don't think it's really good enough to justify.
It's not distinct
enough to justify the cost of 2 6-packs.
Yeah.
The View again? Yeah, I'll watch this movie again. I'll have it on in the background while I'm doing something. This is a background movie.
Yeah.
It's short enough that it doesn't. I'm not going to waste away a whole day doing something, but. It's goofy enough that I can look up and giggle at it and go back to whatever I'm doing.
Yeah. There's like 3 different knife companies that this movie's thinking.
That's amazing.
Barnett crossbows as well.
That's awesome.
It's not the grim dark future unless you're using a crossbow as a weapon.
Right. Yes.
And Ryan.
I mean, reflecting thoughts from my 2 gentlemen here. I really like this stout. I feel like if someone was asking me, "Hey, what's a really good stout for me to try?" This would probably be the one I would choose to give to them. And I don't have the beer experience that you guys do, but this would be the thing that I would recommend. As like, here, try this stout. I think it's very good. You might like it too. As far as View again, background movie at best. But there's not a lot of super memorable and out there stuff in this movie for me to really want to watch it again, if not just in the background while I'm doing some of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what you said about offering this beer up as like, here, try this stout. I mean, and yeah, because it's overall like a very, very good stout. But like I was trying to think like, whoa, what would if not this beer, just off of the price point of like, here, go buy this $17 6-pack. Like, what would be like the stout you would offer to someone? I'm trying to just like think back of things we've had on the show, and this might be it, really. I mean, there were some other beers that I would maybe offer, but I don't drink anything by Ballast Point anymore.
Yeah, that's interesting. That might be something maybe we revisit at our, God willing, we make it to our
we'll
next
make it to 50.
Yeah, they're cleaning out the fridge.
The livers hold up.
Not likely. Where we kind of discuss, what's our favorite example of a style of beer that we would recommend.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thought, I think. James, quit eating your microphone. It's not a scratch and sniff.
Well, because, we didn't get the director's cut of this movie. I'm trying to get into the thinker's pose for you guys.
Yeah,
just imagine me as a naked woman.
Just like normal then.
Yes, just like normal.
Okay then.
Also, we were talking, but in the credits, Gibbs' full name is Gibson Rickenbacker. Anyone
Really?
else see that?
No. That's incredible. So apparently he just was in a room with popcorn and guitars and made up all the names of these characters.
Thanks, Albert Pune.
Gibson Rickenbacker is just popcorn you'd find at the dollar store.
The Amazon description of this movie also is a martial artist hunts a killer in a plague-infested urban dump of the future.
Right.
That's pretty accurate.
Which is about as spot on as you can get.
Except the plague-infested pole. I mean, you see it once, really. It's really just once.
Also, notice that in a movie called Cyborg, the
does not
description of the
mention-
cyborg...
In the description, yeah. And just from the, I hadn't seen this movie before you guys suggested it, and just from seeing the picture of, like the poster for the movie, and Jean-Claude Van Damme, my assumption is that he was the cyborg, and he was going to have a
that
murder
would make
machine.
sense.
Yeah,
That would make
That's what I
sense.
was expecting.
like some kind of Terminator ripoff.
Yeah,
Not the
because like this poster is generic enough
right.
that it could be most Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. Like most
Could
Jean-Claude
be.
Van Damme movies, like the posters for it are just him flexing in some kind of pose.
Intense face and bicep.
So like
That's
I
all
want to
you
play a
need.
game eventually where like I black out the title of the Jean-Claude Van Damme poster and be like, what movie is this for?
Right. All of them. The answer is all of them.
Yes.
So a quick question. Did Jean-Claude Van Damme ever fall into the silly movie category that a lot of his other contemporaries did? I don't think he
No,
did.
he didn't actually, because he fun fact, if I remember correctly, they Stallone asked him. He was one of the first people he asked to be in the Expendables.
Oh yeah.
And Van Damme said no because he felt that movie
was too silly.
for his career.
Mm-hmm.
And after the success of the first one, Stallone went back and said, "Would you come back as our villain?" And because of how serious they actually took it, he signed on for that movie. So I think he is very purposely stuck or kept away from silly movies throughout his career.
Right, because I mean, and I say that because you have movies like Twins. Or
Yeah,
what is it,
Arnold
Mr.
Schwarzenegger took a
Mom or
very
whatever?
strange-
No, that's Michael Keaton.
That's Michael Keaton.
But no, Arnold Schwarzenegger took a very strange turn in his career of going like, I watched both Commando and Predator on the plane ride home. They also had Running Man and Conan the Barbarian.
Yes.
It was just like all Schwarzenegger films.
That's awesome.
But like he did those really big action movies. Then he goes to like his weird comedy of the '90s, like Twins and
Jingle All the Way, Kindergarten
All the Way,
Cop,
Kindergarten Cop. That one where he gets pregnant.
It's like
Junior.
Yeah,
It's like him and Shaq had a contest to see who could be in the silliest movies in the 90s.
yeah. But like Jean-Claude Van Damme like has cheesy movies really. Like his cheesy movies aren't like the comedies. They're like
they're
just
not
action
intended to
movies that are
be-
really cheesy, like
Yeah.
The Quest,
Yes.
where he has a pants that are just like pleats. It's a pair of like khaki pants that are just all pleats.
Yeah.
Because even Stallone, what is the one I'm thinking of? Stop or My Mom Will Shoot is the one I'm
Yes.
thinking of.
Yep.
And I'm sure there are others.
Over the
Five.
top.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Rocky
Rocky
Five?
Five.
Oh, yeah.
There's a robot in it.
That's true.
But,
Okay, all right. We've blabbered on long enough. So
I don't know. Maybe Street Fighter is the closest you got. I don't know.
oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe he did that and just realized he didn't
Like,
want to be in
wait a
films like
second.
that.
Yeah,
I
hold on.
need to stop.
Hold on here.
Oh, that's 4 years from now, in as far as in reference to this movie. So,
Right.
but all right, so that wraps up another episode of Good Brews, Bad Views. Thank you for spending some time with us. As always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. If you like the podcast, please rate and review us on iTunes. We would very much appreciate that.
Those help a lot.
Yeah, from what I understand. And as always, please watch and drink responsibly. We'll see you next time.
See you.
Bye.